All right. Here we go. The Super Bowl. We're so excited because we get to see Patrick Mahomes. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Are you guys excited to see Patrick Mahomes? You know what? I realized that I'm more excited to see the refs in the Super Bowl. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. You know, everybody's saying, hey, the refs played a big role in this game. And they did. They played a big fucking role, and I'm fucking pissed. Hello, this is Michael Garza, the greatest sports analyst, who's really just a financial guy, who does a lot of finance and shit. Really, all I focus on is investing primarily. But sometimes I see something so egregious and so frustrating. I gotta talk about it, all right? It's so disgusting, so disturbing, by the way. I have to admit it. The NFL is the WWE. I figured it out. The NFL's the WWE. How else can we put it? Now, I'm going to tell you the one thing all the sports shows are afraid to tell you. All the ESPN shows, all the Fox Sports shows, they're afraid to talk about this because they make a lot of money from the NFL. Me, on the other hand, I don't get shit from the NFL. So, hey, NFL, if you want to pay me to keep quiet, you got to pay me some money. But since you're not paying me money to keep quiet, fuck you. Anyway, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about the NFL. Actually, you know what? The WWE. Let's call the NFL what it's really. The World Wrestling Entertainment Industry. What was it? The World Wrestling Entertainment? World Wrestling Entertainment, I believe. With WWE, is that what it stands for? They need to call this, I don't know. They just need to call this National Football Entertainment, NFE. But this is straight up. The NFL has become the WWE, and it's disgusting. My J Hook says, "What up, Garza? Been watching you since before you got paid and then unpaid." My man, thank you. I appreciate it. Don't worry, I should be monetized here soon enough. And at least I'll be able to reapply for it here pretty soon. But if I don't get approved, I'm just going to do OnlyFans and promote my OnlyFans channel on YouTube. So YouTube's got a couple of alternatives. I'm either going to turn my subscribers into a bunch of simps on OnlyFans where I jerk it and talk about finance or, whatever. I don't know. Anyway. I'm an OnlyFans model, by the way. OnlyFans.com. Michael Garza. That's all you got to put in there. You'll find me. I'm pretty easy to find on OnlyFans. I'm glad I took the Michael Garza URL, though. There's a lot of other Michael Garzas out there. They missed out on an opportunity, and I took it. J-Hook says, OF, sounds good. I dig it. I hope you subscribe to my OnlyFans. If you want to see feet pics, if you want to see all sorts of D pics, you name it, you're going to see all of me. Maybe not all of me. I might cover my small penis. But anyway, let's talk about the real issue here. The NFL. All right, the NFL. I'm saddened. I really am saddened by this, by what the league's become. It's frustrating, man. I want to see real games. I want to see real games, man. Tyler is dumb. Bro, I just joined and he said I'm easy to find on OnlyFans. That's crazy. Yeah. Fucking easy to find another man. I'm hoeing. I was doing some home math though, dude, and honestly, just having like thousands of subscribers would be awesome. You might even get to see me lathered up in this Equate baby oil that I got from Walmart. But yep. So Super Bowl. Actually, I don't even know what number that is. You guys know, I don't know my Roman numerals, to be quite frank. So 100. Oh, is it Super Bowl 60? No, hold on. No, X is 10. Hold on. 69? What Super Bowl are we on? Hold on, you guys. I'm too fucking stupid. I don't know my Roman numerals. Oh, yeah, Super Bowl 59. Okay. Okay, that works. I don't know my fucking Roman numerals, and I don't really care. J Hook says, "Me too. Real games happen when there was no free agency. Also, when there was no money tie-ins to what happens on the field. Off the field. So here's the thing, man. I think the most frustrating thing about this is it's fairly obvious the refs are giving the Chiefs calls that are advantageous, and calls that hurt the other team's progress as well. In a lot of no calls, by the way. No calls count, by the way. There are bad calls and there's no calls that are so deliberate that it's pretty disgusting. But yeah, I'm pretty sick, man. I'm pretty sick of all of it. I'm done. Are you guys done? I think what's happening, what needs to happen here pretty soon is we just need to get rid of maybe there's just a lot of stupid rules, you know? J Hook says, no calls count. Even more sometimes. Hell yeah, absolutely they do. People don't realize just how much these no calls affect the progress of the game, the flow of the game. Look, the Bills made some dumb moves, granted. But in a lot of ways, the Bills did also play better. They did, you know, they're playing by the skin of their teeth, sure. But those calls sincerely affect the game. And it's sad. It's really sad. Anyway, so what do you guys think? Do you guys think the refs cheated? Let me put up a poll. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me put up a poll. Anyway, so the refs cheated. Let me put up a poll. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm trying to put up this poll. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. The more likes we get in our videos, the better. Let's see. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I gotta make you guys my simps, dude. Because I am a simp for the simps. 'cause I am a pimp for the pimps. And did you know what you're doing to me tonight? Oh, do you know that you're making my butt hold tight? You know. Oh. But yeah, no, from what I've been able to tell, the NFL's definitely turned into the WWE. It's a shame. It's just painful to watch. I had trouble watching that game, man, because there were some calls. J Hook says, I think there was goofing with games in the Chiefs-Raiders game for sure. I think Allen had that first down as well. Yeah, dude, honestly, that first down was... It wasn't clear at first, but it was pretty obvious that it broke the plane. In the replay center, what sickens me is they even had the replay center look at that. And somehow, I don't know. The NFL thinks we're stupid is what I'm trying to say. The NFL thinks we, the fans, are too fucking stupid and that they could be the WWE. They think that they could turn a good sport, a great sport, into the WWE. Wrong. I like the WWE, but only because I know what I'm getting when I watch the WWE. I shouldn't watch the NFL and expect the games to be rigged like the WWE matches are rigged. That's not what I watch football because I don't know what the outcome is going to be, right? That's why some of these great matchups are exciting because I don't know what the outcome's going to be. That's the point. And they're fun to watch. Let's see. Jack's Cab Confessions says double tap the screen is an instant like. J Hook says that would have been a touchdown on review if it was on the goal line. Hell yeah. I'm just sick. I'm really getting sick of the refs, man. It's not the ref show. It shouldn't be the ref show. It's just not. It's not meant to be that way. How the fuck do I start a poll on here? It's not letting me do polls? I think I've been banned from doing polls. Holy shit. I think I might be banned from doing polls at least. The rigged NFL, man. It really is sad that the game has gotten so rigged. Let me try. I gotta try something real quick. But yeah, when the game you love becomes fake as hell, faker than fake tits, you really just get sad and you don't even want to deal with it anymore. Yeah, it just sucks, man. There we go. Now I can create a poll. All right, so the question's out there. Does the NFL rig games like the WWE rigs matches? Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. I'm pissed. I'm frustrated. We got the poll out here. The poll is there for the taking, just like my butthole. Anyway, I'm so frustrated, man. I'm so irritated, bro. Like, after watching that game yesterday, I was on a warpath. I was frustrated. I was pissed. And then I realized that it's all rigged. I was just so disappointed. That game was proof positive of exactly what I'd been suspecting. So the question is, does the NFL, by the way, like and subscribe to this channel, does the NFL rig games like the WWE rigs matches? And 100% of you so far, one vote though, but one person says, fuck yes, they rigged that shit. And 0% say no, NFL is pure and innocent. Yeah, I fucking can't sometimes, dude. I can't with the NFL, bro. J Hook says that would have been a touchdown on review if it was the goal line. Yeah, it was a first down too. Like, it was straight up a first down, man. Jack's Cab says the game's being rigged isn't anything new. I quit watching years ago. You're smarter than all of us, Jack's Cab. I'm just going to say that right now. You're a smarter person than all of us for still being bamboozled by Roger Goodell into watching a fucking bullshit product that is rigged. I'm sorry. I can't stand the NFL anymore. After watching that game, dude, like, I'm sorry. The Chiefs are definitely, I will say Patrick Mahomes is a fantastic player. The Chiefs are a decent team. The problem is, if it wasn't for those calls, those shitty calls, I really think that the Bills would have actually had a real chance of winning that game. But you know how it goes. Refs don't want the Bills to win. They don't want any team to win except for the Chiefs because of Tay-Tay. Thank you, Taylor Swift. I appreciate it. Let's see. J Hook says, "Hey Michael, I started making music intro for YouTubers and soundtracks. Would you like an intro song for all your vids or shorts for free? All original, copyright free for you. I could send you demos." Oh, I'm good, brother. I've been trying to make my own music myself for my channel, but I appreciate the offer, brother. Usually I take free shit, but when it comes to music, though, I really don't even like having music intros on my channel, to be honest. Even short ones, it's not really how I operate my channel. My channel is very off the cuff. It's all a lot of live stuff, live broadcast, but I'll consider music in the future. I do admit I use a little bit of AI to make my music, but yeah, I can't help myself. I love using AI to make music. But look at that. Chunky Soup, Super Bowl. You guys ready for this? But I appreciate it, J Hook, man. I appreciate it big time. You should hey, you know who you should reach out to though is you should reach out to Strongman Personal Finance. I don't know if he wants any intro music, but you probably even heard of Strongman Personal Finance. He's one of my favorite YouTube guys. He's a bigger channel now. I started watching him when he was a smaller channel, and I've been rooting that motherfucker on every time. I love watching him grow, man. I love watching his penis grow, his YouTube channel grow. But yeah, so I'm just excited though, man. So yeah, try to see if my boy, look up Strongman Personal Finance and see if he wants some free intro music, man. That'd be sick. I could promote your channel though. What's your channel called, bro? I'll just promote it because I like promoting shit for fun. I don't expect anything out of the deal. I like giving shout outs to people on the YouTubes. J Hook says, "I'll get with Strongman, dude." Strongman's the man, dude. Like I said, strong. It is strong man personal finance. He's so sexy. He's so pure. He's so cute. He's so cute. But yeah, he's the man, dude. He's one of my favorite guys on YouTube. He and I do have a bit of a difference in what we hold financially when it comes to investments, but I usually hold a lot of dividend-based stocks for the most part, and I actually have more international stocks, I think. No, I don't think I have more international stocks, but yeah, I have international companies that I'm exposed to. Entire U.S. stock market, for instance, I'm exposed to that. You name it. I'm all about just flooding my entire portfolio with really, really good ETFs that expose me to a lot of really cool shit. Jack's Cab Confession says, LOL. J Hook says, J Hook's channel is jhook _ 412, and J Hook says, I just started though, been doing music for a long time. Hold on, I gotta pop the pizza out of the oven real quick. I'm double fisting tonight, boys. Boom. Boom, double fist. Fruit punch. Here we go. Jarvis, can you please get me more of the Capri Suns? Thank you. Thank you, Jarvis, please. Thank you. Let's see. Let's see. Jack's Cab's Confession says, what platform do you trade your stocks on? I got to admit, I have two main brokerage accounts that I use at this point. The other ones I kind of have just to have, because I don't know. So the ones I have just to have, they don't have a lot on them, is Public and Webull. Public and Webull are the two that I just have basically nothing on. And I'm actually considering just dropping both of those brokerage accounts. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's good to have alternate brokerage accounts, though, so it's good to have something sitting to the side, I think. But anyway, my two main ones that I use, though, are Charles Schwab and Robinhood. Robinhood and Charles Schwab are my two big ones. Those are my favorite ones to utilize. Big fan. I think Robinhood, I love the fact that Robinhood changed the game when it comes to like the whole no commission fee thing. That was a big deal. So they changed the game in that way. So I subscribe to Robinhood Gold. I use a little bit of margin. I use the margin towards some dividend stocks, but that's about it. I just have the margin there just in case, but I limit my margin overall. I try not to use too much margin, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, Robinhood and Charles Schwab. I don't trade stocks. I really just buy and hold for the most part. But the only thing I trade would be the BITI, which is the ProShares Short Bitcoin Strategy ETF, and then another one that I trade is the SBIT, which is the 2x leveraged one. It's basically the Bitty, but you get 2 times the gains and 2 times the losses of whatever Bitcoin does in a day. It's the inverse. It's the inverse of what Bitcoin does, by the way. So it's a way to bet against a Ponzi scheme. I don't recommend it because it is volatile. It can go up rapidly, it can go down rapidly, because, well, what does Bitcoin do? Well, Bitcoin goes up rapidly and it goes down rapidly a lot of the time. Its price is volatile because nobody can really agree upon what its actual value is, because there's no real measurement structure to measure it. So it's got an intrinsic value of 0. Therefore, betting against Bitcoin is actually probably one of the smartest things I've ever done, especially since it's been on such a crazy bull run. I've been buying like a share here, a share there of the SBIT, and a share of the Biddy and stuff like that. I've been racking up my shares there. But then once Bitcoin crashes, I then sell a share here, sell a share there. And when Bitcoin goes back up again, I then buy back into the SBIT and the Biddy. So basically, I buy the Biddy and the SBIT on the dip, and then I sell a share here and a share there on the upswing. I think Bitcoin is a fucking Ponzi scheme, though. And I don't care how Bitcoin could go to $1 million per coin. It's still a Ponzi scheme. Doesn't matter. And if people really think it's the next big thing, we're fucked as a society if we think Bitcoin is a substitute for gold or is even remotely valuable. It's not. It's not. Woo. Second Capri Sun, you guys ready for this? 13 Seconds says you're a Blazers fan. Yes, I am. I do love the Portland Trail Blazers. I think they are a fantastic team. Well, not this year actually, but they used to be good, and then we just kind of once we got rid of Lillard, we kind of then just dropped off a cliff. Like, we were already on the brink of going under. So yeah, I was sad when Damian Lillard left, because I thought he actually brought a spark to the Blazers organization. But I also realized that he's trying to win a championship, and I don't know if he's going to do it in Milwaukee. He might be able to. I mean, Giannis is pretty good, but yeah, it's tough to say. Here we go. Standing on the edge of forever, at the start of whatever, shouting love at the world. Back then, we were like cavemen when we mapped the moon and the stars. Then we forgave them. No, look, here's the thing, man. The NFL's become, like I said, fucking rigged. It's rigged. It's not real. It's rigged. And everybody's saying it. You know, I thought I was crazy at first when I watched that game. I was like, maybe I'm not seeing things correctly, right? Oh, here we go. Tim Smith is saying my messages aren't getting through. Let me switch to all messages, and I might be able to see your messages. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Tim Smith says, Red Zone, Chiefs to spread some of Taylor Swift's... I'm not going to read that. I don't know if I can. I'm sure that YouTube would find a way to ban me if I fully read that. So I'm just going to let you guys read Tim Smith's full comment. Oh, man. It's a good idea, Tim. Oh, my God. Tim Smith says, my messages aren't getting through. Yeah, I think YouTube auto-censored that one. Holy shit, damn it, dude. That's funny. It's a good one, though. But, yeah, I think what we're seeing here... Let's see. I'm kind of curious to see what the poll is looking like on this. But I'm just really sad at what the NFL as a product has become. You know, Call me hopeful, call me dumb, but I really thought the product would be better. It's not letting me look at the poll. What the hell? Jesus. But yeah, it sucks when the NFL is rigged up the butt. You know, it's really tough to want to keep watching it. You know, when you see a product like that, I was so pissed. I don't know if you guys watched me last night when I was doing my bat spins. I know Tim probably was, and he was like, damn, dude. Tim was probably thinking to himself, Michael, calm your fucking tits, dude. It's just a game. And I was like, damn, I couldn't. I was so mad. I was just so frustrated, dude. I couldn't even, man. I was just so annoyed. Let's take a look at the polls real quick. You guys, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel now. Now here's the poll. Make sure you guys vote in the poll, by the way. Does the NFL rig games like the WWE rigs matches? 33% of you out of 3 votes, by the way, say fuck yes, they rigged that shit. And then 67% of you say no. NFL is pure and innocent. Roger Goodell is all 2 of those votes on the NFL is pure and innocent. Roger Goodell. My God. I love you, Roger Goodell. You're so sexy. I don't think I'm going to do a very long stream tonight. It's going to be very basic. Let's make sure that all the chats are getting through. It's good to see Tim Smith on tonight, though, my man. But yeah, you guys, make sure you guys got to simp. You guys got to subscribe to the channel. And you got to touch my wiener. Oh, touch the wiener. Does anybody want to touch my wiener? Anyway, Capri Sun. But yeah, Super Bowl 59 is going to be rigged. Now, can the Eagles prevent the refs from rigging the game? I think they can. The Eagles have to play rough and tough, and they got to try to find a way to not hold anybody. We're going to make the refs look so bad because they're going to try. The refs are going to do everything in their power to give the advantage to the Chiefs. We cannot allow this. Fans, anybody who's going to the Super Bowl, if there's a bad call and it's in the Chiefs' favor, we got to call out those refs, man. I will say, the beauty is that the Super Bowl is not in Chiefs territory. This is actually, where is it being held this year? Super Bowl. Yeah, actually, I have zero clue where it's being held. Yeah, where is Super Bowl 59 being held? I actually didn't even know. Where is the Super Bowl 2025 this year? Caesars Superdome. Oh, in New Orleans. Okay. Okay, we're going straight up to New Orleans this year. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Tim Smith says, breaking. New Pokemon cards available at McDonald's. Disc, I'm long Mickey D's. Damn, dude. Honestly, are there if there's Pokemon cards at McDonald's, I will buy Happy Meals just to get a hold of Pokemon cards, because honestly, that is pretty fucking tight. And I would try to resell them. Let's see. Jack's Cab Confession says, I have a question for you. Is money a Ponzi scheme? I think private money is. And Bitcoin and crypto is private money. And that's a Ponzi scheme for sure. I think money that is agreed upon and can be... I'm not necessarily against money being regulated by government to a degree. I do believe that for the most part, the government should be very hands-off on monetary shit. But at the same time, I don't believe money's valuable because it's not backed by anything. For instance, the US dollar, the yen, the whatever, any currency out there, any physical currency, any digital currency, digital and physical currencies, in my opinion, are both worthless. They're not really worth anything. I use obviously dollars and stuff to buy things, but the dollar itself continues to decay in value because, well, inflation. 2, it's not backed by anything, so the price of everything around me is going to continue to go up. So I have to basically protect myself from inflation. And the best way to protect myself from inflation, honestly, is through stocks and real estate, things that are actually inflation proof, gold, silver, that sort of thing. Bitcoin is not, if you think Bitcoin is a protection against inflation, I don't know how to help you. You don't understand finance, and I'm not even trying to say that really to be a dick. I'm really just trying to tell you that you don't understand money. You don't understand money if you think that crypto or anything really, even like Bitcoin and stuff, if you think any of that's worth anything, then I don't know what to tell you, boy. My camera cannot focus today. We good. Okay, we good. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at the comments. Yager's Farm says Kansas City's will make far more money, and the BB, it's rigged bigger than Dallas. Yeah, here's the thing, man. I'm not a big fan of the Chiefs winning that game the way they did. If they would have won, I think fair and square, I would have been okay with it. But there were too many bad calls. And the refs, in my opinion, determined the outcome of that game a little too much. And we need to just accept that. Derpy Entertainment says, it's pretty pathetic. The NFL, it's been this way since Brady era, 25 years as well. I do admit there have been a lot of shitty calls that gave Tom Brady an advantage during those playoff runs where he won the Super Bowl. I'll admit it. Abso-fucking-lutely. There were times that I thought the refs were a little too easy and gave too many calls that gave the Patriots an advantage, for sure. I will agree with that. Like, they're both the refs who officiated those games for the Patriots and for the Chiefs and those organizations are guilty. And it sucks when the NFL becomes the WWE, man. You don't want to watch it. It's a piss poor product, and it's not good, man. Not good. Let's see. Derpy Entertainment says, and I think betting does have an effect on the outcome of the game. Abso-fucking-lutely it does. Dude, I am so sick of sports betting being so intertwined into the NBA, into the NFL. I don't really care about baseball. I never cared about the integrity of that game. You want to know why? Because the first rule of baseball is if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's actually one of the oldest mottos in baseball. It literally is if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So it doesn't really matter what they do in baseball. The integrity of baseball was never there to begin with. So fuck, take steroids, bet on games. I don't give a shit. Fuck baseball, by the way. Baseball, it's an okay sport, but it's a tough one to watch. Even with the fucking pitching clock, I still have no desire to watch fucking MLB. But yeah, it definitely has sports betting, interjecting sports betting into sports has really, there's a lot of refs that have a lot of Uncle Vinnies out there who need some extra cash. So they're going to tell Uncle Vinny that I'm going to do some bad calls today so the other team will have an advantage. That makes sense. But Roger Goodell has a lot to do with this too. Yager's Farm says, I wouldn't eat a Happy Meal if I were on my last leg of life. I'd rather go to heaven than die from a McDonald's burger. Oh, man. McDonald's isn't too bad, man. It's not something you should eat every day, for sure. Don't eat McDonald's every day. Yager's Farm says, NFL is crooked. I agree. Yagers also says you have too much grease on the lens. Oh, that is possible why it keeps doing that. I might have to wipe it down harder. Jack's Cab Confession says Bitcoin is not a Ponzi scheme due to its decentralized nature, lack of guaranteed returns, and lack of reliance on new investors. Just my take. Are you kidding me? So Bitcoin absolutely requires more people get into it. Are you fucking kidding me? Jack's Cab Confessions, you're so wrong on many levels. It does require new investors to get into it. That's why the price continues to go up, is because so many people are pumping their hard-earned money into this thinking that they're going to get a quick fix. It's a Ponzi scheme, for sure. It's called a pump and dump, to be honest, and it's illegal. Bitcoin is a legal pump and dump. Doesn't make it ethical, by the way. I am betting against you, Jack's Cabs Confessions. I bet against Bitcoin completely, especially when it goes up. The more it goes up, the more I bet against it, because anything that's stupid that goes up so quickly deserves to be bet against. Anyway. Yagers says, let's see. Yeah, oh, by the way, Jack's Tab, just because it's decentralized, I think it's a cool part of it. I think it's cool that Bitcoin is decentralized. But here's the problem with it. It still doesn't make it valuable. It doesn't make Bitcoin valuable in any way. Also, don't tell me about the artificial scarcity. The scarcity, it's artificially induced. Sorry. Artificial scarcity is the stupidest fucking thing. It was something that was designed by a man try to emulate gold in some weird way. I don't know. It's so stupid. It's a cool concept though. I do like the best thing to come out of Bitcoin was seriously in the software itself is blockchain software. It's cool. It's a great concept. Great way to do decentralized products. Absolutely. But it doesn't replace currency, and it never can. Never will. Yager's Farm says, any professional sports, NFL, NBA, WNBA, NHL, baseball, wrestling, boxing, they fudge the heck out of everybody watching it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it pisses me off though, man. The game, there needs to be some integrity in the fucking game, man. Jack's Cab Confession says all forms of money share varying degrees of similarity with Ponzi schemes. Like I told you, money in itself is not valuable. It was back in the day when, I'll give you an example, when the dollar was actually backed by gold and silver and shit. Well, I think it's just gold in like the 70s and 60s and beyond that and before all that. The moment we got off the gold standard on the dollar became worthless, straight up. It sucks, and it's true. When a currency cannot be backed by anything of real value, it's kind of pointless. The same with Bitcoin. Bitcoin isn't really backed by anything of true value. Any crypto, no crypto is really truly backed by anything. Sure, the software backs it, but the software in itself, if it's open source, isn't really all that valuable to begin with, because anybody can utilize it and anybody can then. It's you don't own the software, so what's the point? You know, that's the way I look at it. Yager's Farm says sports betting. Yes, sports betting robs the consumer for sure. I don't mess with any sport like that. High school games is what I attend and support. It's funny. I actually do. Do you guys want to hear my betting strategy, by the way? It's not. I would not recommend following it, by the way, because it's very boring. And it works for me, but who knows? Maybe it won't work in the future. You never know. So I find games that are in between minus 300 and minus 600. So for example, minus 300, minus 400, minus 500, minus 600. Those are the ranges. Those are basically the games that those are the teams that I select on the money line. Because I look for the ones that have the most likely outcome of victory, right? So if I see, I'll give you an example. Let's say I see the Denver Nuggets versus the Washington Wizards, and the Denver Nuggets have a minus 550 odds. I am definitely going to bet $1 on that minus 550 because I'm going to bet that the most likely outcome is going to happen, right? Now you don't get as big of a reward, obviously. You get more of a reward if you pick the underdog and the underdog wins, but how often does the underdog really win? So the thing is, I typically tend to go. What I do is I have several $1 bets on money lines. So basically a money line in short is where you say, hey, I believe this team is going to win, and that's final. And I'm going to bet on it. So it's neat. I love the money line. It's very simple. I only do it on team sports. I don't do it for individual sports. I think it's a bad idea to do it on games like tennis, ping pong, golf, that sort of thing. I avoid individual sports. But what I do is I do bet on team games. Like NFL games. I even bet on like foreign leagues and stuff. It's kind of fun. Don't recommend it. It's just, this is not gambling advice. It's just my personal opinion. And I do pretty well. But yeah, I actually consulted ChatGPT and I was like, look, I need you to teach me how to become a smart gambler in sports betting. And I need to find ways to win. And GPT and I discovered that minus 300 to minus 600 is a good betting range because it's still a favorable outcome. And even if you lose on some of those, it's okay. Some of the wins from the other games will compensate for any of the losses that you have. So that's my opinion. I think it's fun. I love gambling. I don't gamble a lot of money. I only bet on things that are likely to happen, and it's actually worked pretty well. It's worked in my favor pretty well. And I only do dollar bets per game. One whole dollar, just $1. And I'll have like 40 individual bets, 30 individual bets that all have like a minus 300 and minus 600 for each of the money lines. And it's fun. I like it. And the cool thing is I never have to put any more money back into my gambling account because I always do a pretty good job. I have very diversified bets that have likely outcomes, so it all works out in my favor. Yager says Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme for sure. Absolutely, dog, it is. Yager's Farm says Bitcoin scandals include the collapse of FTX, the theft of millions of dollars from cryptocurrency exchanges, and operation of the darknet money laundry. Billions lost. Yagers also says, I don't gamble for anything. Options, lottery tickets, office, pool sports, flipping a coin. I do enjoy gambling though. It is fun. Like, especially if you do low stakes gambling. I'm not big on high stakes gambling. I'm very low stakes. Like I said, I only put $1 down on every fucking bet that I do, and all the bets that I do are only the more likely ones to happen for the ones that have the most likely outcome, and usually it ends up working out in my favor quite a bit, and it's nice. I basically my philosophy is I do not bet on the underdog. I just, sometimes the underdog wins. Don't get me wrong, that happens. Black swan events happen, but usually I prefer to bet for the most likely outcome, the most likely team to win. So, and that's based on a lot of, whatever information's out there. Yager says, I don't gamble for anything. Options, lottery tickets, office. Oh, I'd already read that. My bad. Tim Smith says, was going through my email and found a futures bet I made years ago. If San Diego wins the Super Bowl in 2025, I win $3,486,367. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Oh, did you put it down for the Chargers? Dude, that's actually funny. If you actually did a Super Bowl bet last year for the Chargers, that would have been insane if they actually would have made it and won it, though. Because I don't think a lot of people were thinking the Chargers were going to get to the Super Bowl this year. Louis Sports says, hi, I just subbed. Thank you. I appreciate it, partner. Big time. Thank you, brother. You guys want to... I'm going to do a Dave Portnoy style review of a pizza. So here we go. All right, so this one is a Red Baron. I'll let you guys see what we're working with. This is a Red Baron deep dish pizza. I wouldn't say deep dish. Stuffed crust pizza is what I mean. Sorry about that. Stuffed crust. So you got cheese, big old rectangle here. So it's on this. I'm going to be cutting it here. You guys may not be able to actually see me cut it. Actually, you know what? Maybe you will. I'll cut it right in front of you guys. How's that sound? All right. Think we're good? All right. Let's see. Ooh, it's still kind of hot at the bottom. Better be careful here. Let's. Ooh, that feels good on my. Actually, that feels kind of good on my leg. I'll try this at home. There we go. All right, so we split that in half, and we'll do another half. Not exactly the best cut in the world. Doing the best we can. All right. I think we got this. There we go. Fully cut pizza. Here we go. All right. I don't know if we're all ready for this, but we shall see. Let's see. Louis Sports says, oh, wait. Tim Smith says, I made this bet in 2015. Holy shit. So Tim made that bet. By the way, is it, like I said, Red Baron, deep dish, well, not deep dish, stuffed crust pizza, pepperoni, and I think a little bit of sausage, a little bit of other things, but let's give this a taste test here. Frozen pizza taste test. Huh. That's really good. Honestly, that's solid. You know, sometimes Red Baron just does it fucking right. They're usually pretty good. But this is top notch. That's really good. That's a good pizza. I'm gonna get cheese. Yeah, this deserves, we'll use the 10 scale. I think as far as frozen pizza goes, I'm going to have to put this in the 7.5. Because this is a frozen pizza review. We know that frozen pizza is never going to be fully elegant, but it's good. So I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. It's really good. Geiger's Farm says Gamblers Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experiences and support each other in overcoming gambling problems. The only requirement is for membership is the desire to stop gambling. Yeah, gambling's fun. I mean, here's the thing, man. For me, I don't really gamble that much. I just don't. And I make sure that I'm smart about it. I only bet small bets, and I never have to reach back into my bank account. I just use my winnings to win more. That's what I never have to chase losses, which is pretty cool. Tim Smith says smother and cover it in ranch and Frank's. Hell yeah. Smart man. Jack Scab Confessions. Wow, good score. What's your highest rated frozen pizza to date? This is actually the first time I've rated a well, hold on, I take that back. I don't think I've ever given a real rating to frozen pizza. That's why I want to start actually doing, because I know how Dave Portnoy does like the pizza reviews, but I would love to do frozen pizza reviews where I just like find any kind of pizza, whether it's Totino's, whether it's some weird off-brand one, and try it. Become a pizza connoisseur and review it for you guys. So yeah, this really deserves 7.5. Look at this. They did such a good job on this. I got this at Grocery Outlet, by the way. They got like everything right. They have like the little herbs properly placed, properly dispersed. This is good. It's really good. Tim Smith says, holy cow, from Reddit, Coos Bay has the highest number of registered sex offenders per capita in the state. That doesn't shock me, actually. This place is full of pedos, dude. That's wild, man. I don't know how that's possible. That is wild to me, though. Maybe the world. Here's my theory. I think Coos Bay has become a dumping ground for criminals, and they just dump all the pedos down here. That's what I think, at least. Tim Smith also says from Reddit, Coos Bay is just an old, tired, small, economically repressed logger town in Oregon. It's kind of true, actually, man. There's really not a whole hell of a lot going on down here. I mean, there are industries, there are things happening. But, like, yeah, it's one of those crazy things, man. But Tim also says this is actually sounds like a good place to just lay low and live cheaply and invest in stocks. Actually, you know, I'm lucky. I have a job that still wants me. I get paid really well. If I didn't have this job, I would be able to do DoorDash for 40 hours a week or more. So I'm lucky because I got a lot of alternatives and stuff, but man, it's wild sometimes. But yeah, Coos Bay is awesome. Yager says, only you can say if you are a compulsive gambler or not. I'm getting off my soapbox now. So here's the thing. I gamble, but like I said, I don't. Here's the thing. The gambling would get bad for me if I was always trying to, like, win big. The problem is gamblers always try to win big, and the likeliness of them winning big is actually really small. Smart gamblers don't, they try to get the most likely win, and then they take the smaller reward because they would rather have some reward overall. So I don't know. I never have, basically my strategy makes it to where my winnings keep stacking, and then I just basically keep betting on the most logical outcomes. Now, there are stupid gamblers out there. And when I say stupid, I mean people who don't gamble the right way. There is a right way to gamble, and there's a wrong way to gamble. The wrong way to gamble is always trying, like my brother is a great example. I'm a good example of what to do with gambling. My brother is an example of how not to gamble. My brother always does these stupid fucking parlays, and I tell him to stop, but he keeps losing money. My brother's an example of a terrible gambler. Just sucks at it. So. But yeah, I only do like $1 bets though on like multiple games. Like we're talking about like 40 different games. And then I'll make a decent profit. Jack says, have you heard of the Freemasons? Yeah, I've heard of them, yeah. Yager says, Jack, most of Americans have, sir. Jack's Cap Confection says, minus $600 $1 bet will get you 20 cents or less. If I remember right, you only get like, I think you only get like 15 cents on I don't know. I'd have to do the math. I'm not very good at the gambling math. But yeah, you don't get that much of a reward off of $1. But it's gains are gains, dude. Game is game, dude. But yeah, I end up winning most of the time because I never go for the underdogs. And I go for any bets that are in between minus 300 and minus 600, which are the more favorable outcome bets. These are the ones that you actually want to go for because they're actually more likely to happen. Like I said, outliers happen. Sometimes the underdog does win, but you know, you can never predict that. You just can't. You just can't. Yager says, I don't gamble normally, so I don't gamble one day at a time. Mike, you're out of your league with talking about gamblers. Lol. Said with love. I'm a very cheap gambler, by the way. Like I tell everybody, I am not betting lots of money. I invest a lot of money for sure, but you know, when I'm investing, when I'm gambling, I invest. I throw down very tiny amounts. When I invest in actual companies and stuff like that, I actually put down lots of money. That's just my philosophy on it. I think it's because I know the difference between investing and gambling that I don't really gamble a lot of money. I put down very little. And whatever money I get from the winnings, I'm playing with house money at that point. So, hell yeah. This is so fucking good. Jack's Cab Confessions asks, do you think investing is a form of gambling? No. Investing, so you know what gambling is? So trading is gambling. Trading is gambling. Investing is not gambling. Investing is buying and holding for the long term in an actual investment, whether it's a company, whether it's real estate, etc. Trading, on the other hand, is buying into something and then trying to sell it at a higher price in a quick amount of time. And I will admit, trading is more of a gamble than a long-term investment. Now, I will say this though. Long-term investing in penny stocks is a gamble and stupid. Because one, you don't know if the company's going to go up or not. Penny stocks are a gamble. Not everything is created equal. Not every investment is created equal, I should say. Some companies are good, some companies are bad. You just got to be smart about what you're getting into, man. This pizza's really good. Let's see. Yager says, I'm the trustee of the state of Oklahoma in Gamblers Anonymous. I haven't gambled in 12 years. I will say this, Yagers. I'm not trying to get you back into gambling. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And I hope I'm not trying to bring back any urges, by the way. All right? I really don't want to bring back any urges. So I think the best thing one could do if they don't want to gamble, I think, is long-term investing in actual companies. I think that's the smartest thing you could do. And diversify your portfolio. And try to avoid selling. But no, I'm proud of you, Yoggers. That's incredible, man. Please don't gamble. Try not to throw your money away. Tim Smith says, breaking, ICE raids Chris Christie's home after a tip. A group of unaccompanied stuffed crust pizzas had been trafficked to his address. Oh my God. Good job, Tim. That's a great comment. I love that. Yager says, Jack's Gamblers Anonymous classified investing as gambling. Really? Seriously? Hold on. So Gamblers Anonymous classified investing as gambling? Oh, I'm sorry. After hearing that, I cannot take Gamblers Anonymous seriously. I just can't. Sorry about that, man. I don't know how Gamblers Anonymous can consider long-term investing to be gambling, but that's just dumb. I'm going to be honest with you, Yoggers. That's just dumb. But anyway, trading stocks is gambling, usually. But in long-term investing is not gambling. That's just called asset accumulation. That would be like, okay, Yoggers, that would be like me saying that if you buy a house, which is considered an investment by a lot of people, Is that also considered gambling? Because by your definition, buying a house is also gambling. I'm sorry. Getting in the stock market is not gambling. Just long-term investing, I can't even... I'm sorry, Gamblers Anonymous. I'm trying not to get too pissed off here. But Gamblers Anonymous sounds like a gamble. That sounds like a gamble to me. You're gambling your life right there. You're gambling your chance at retirement. You're gambling your chance at, a good life. So I think the problem with Gamblers Anonymous that I've noticed is that Gamblers Anonymous can't tell what a gamble actually is. And honestly, sometimes risk-taking is a good thing. I think that, and I'm not saying, here's the thing, here's the thing about gambling. Gamblers are good at losing. Professional gamblers are good at winning. I happen to be good at winning at every front. Mainly because there are ways to win any game. Except for slots. Fuck slots. I will never do slots. I've looked at the odds. Slots are terrible. Those stupid fucking machines in the casino are terrible. Just avoid those. But yeah, if I was the only gambling I do is sports betting. That's about the extent of it. But yeah, I'm sorry, man. If Gamblers Anonymous considers investing a gamble, a form of gambling, then I mean, sure, there's risk, but I'm sorry, Gamblers Anonymous sounds like it just takes the fun out of life. The problem with, I will say this, with support groups like that, I went to Alcoholics Anonymous, for instance, and I'll tell you, I hate fucking groups like Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm not going to lie, I also kind of hate groups like Gamblers Anonymous. They teach people to remain as victims and think that they have no control over their lives. I went to Alcoholic Anonymous meetings and I was like, this place fucking sucks. I was there for 2 days. I quit drinking because I didn't want to turn it. I was inspired not to be a victim by going there. And I basically barely drink anymore. All because I went to Alcoholics Anonymous and just said, fuck that. I have more control than you realize I have. Now, all it took was me just saying, fuck that. I'm not a victim. I have control. The moment I started telling myself I have control, I was like, boom. Yeah, and now I barely drink. I'll drink on occasion because I do like having the occasional beer, but it doesn't control me because I believe I'm in full control. Like I said, my problem with Gamblers, not any of those anonymous groups, is that they teach you that you have no fucking control over your habits. Bullshit. I quit smoking. By the way, without, and I'm not, look, everybody's different, but I do believe Alcoholics Anonymous is stupid. I hate to say it, Gamblers Anonymous just sounds dumb. I'm not a fan of those groups. And look, Yoggers, I'm sorry. You're going to hate me for saying all this, and I don't even mean to make you feel bad. I just had bad experiences with alcohol. I've had worse experiences with those types of groups. And I don't know. I just prefer to, yeah, I'll gamble. You just have to set a limit. That's for me personally. But I'm glad you haven't gambled, man. Honestly, if it works for you, it works. I just believe I'm in control of my life, and I think that's probably the best philosophy I ever... you know what's funny is I developed that philosophy after going... So Alcoholics Anonymous helped me in a weird way by seeing how stupid it was. And once I saw how stupid it was and how it was keeping everybody victimized, I realized that, okay, all I have to fucking do is just not be a fucking victim. I just have to tell myself I've got full fucking control of all this shit. And yeah, my gambling never gets out of hand. My alcohol consumption never gets out of hand because I believe I've got full control. And I do. And I make sure that I'm accountable about it. So, and truthful. Do I have a gambling problem? No, because I never have to reach into my bank account. And I always win, so who the fuck cares? And they're all dollar bets, so... And I'm never betting for the underdog. And I do enjoy gambling, absolutely. Sports betting is not an investment, by the way. It is crap, but it's fun. I enjoy it. But Yager says, Mike, I don't get triggered. I don't gamble, period. I do mean no gambling. Lol. Absolutely. Do your thing, man. I'm just, here we go. Super V12 says, oh, hey, buddy, I gamble constantly in the stock market. I lost 600. See, that's just dumb. $678 to lose. I gamble my nutsack. My ex took the fun out of my ball sack. Dude, you are right about AA. Dude, don't, I don't know. I mean, hey, look, if you have unrealized losses in the market, sure, that happens. But whatever. Let's see. Yager says BRB. V12 says, dude, you're so right about AA. I'm absolutely. I can't stand Alcoholics Anonymous, man. And I just assume that all these other anonymous groups are the same fucking thing, keeping you thinking that you have zero control and that you need them to be better. No, you just need to fucking stop using everything as a crutch. Honestly, once you get rid of all your dumb excuses and start realizing that all the excuses that you have for what you do is dumb. For instance, I sports bet. I think sports betting is fucking stupid. Therefore, I barely spend any money. In fact, like I said, I haven't had to reach into my bank account for a long time to sports bet. And I only do $1 per bet. And I only do like 40 bets at a time. And then I never bet on the underdog. So there's a way to win in gambling. It's not even a gamble if you have a formula, I guess. And if your formula works, you're not really a gambler. But whatever. Let's see. Super V12 says, to be totally honest, being a groupie victim and sober is better than being an out of control drunk. Yeah, but here's the thing, man. I think Alcoholics Anonymous leads more people back to alcohol. I do. I really do. Because you know what they teach you, and the one thing that pisses me off is that you have no control over what... that irked me to every degree. I was like, fuck this. I have more control than you could ever fucking imagine. And yeah, I was drinking pretty heavily at the time. But I got so angry at that statement. It was like there was levels of anger that raged in me. And I was like, this is bullshit. This is some brainwashed bullshit. Fuck this. So I never did one again. Not again. Let's see. Super V12 says, I'm still up $1,400 over the last month, however. Today was very red. Oh yeah. Super V12 says AA does prey on people in a different way, though you are right. Yep, absolutely. And I don't expect everybody to agree with me on that. Pretty sure there are some Alcoholics Anonymous people who have successfully gone through the program. The success rate's pretty fucking low, though. I don't believe in it. And like I said, I was an out-of-control drunk when I was younger. And then after going to that meeting, I was just like, fuck this. And now I barely drink. Like, the only time I drink, literally, is when I'm around people. And when I drink, it's only like maybe 1 or 2 Coors Lights. And then I'm done. I have a cutoff limit. So, 1 to 2 Coors Lights. Unless I'm celebrating something and I want to go a little harder, I'll do it, but barely. Like, I just don't drink, period. There's no reason for me to drink. Super V12 says, I went to AA during my most intense alcoholic days, and I know what you're talking about. Tim Smith says, sent you an email. Hell yeah. By the way, Yoggers, I'm sorry I went on that rant. I care about you, dude. You're a good dude, and I just... I'm sorry, I've had a lot of issues with any anonymous group, period. Whether it's, like I said, it could be Bronies Anonymous. It could be Alcoholics Anonymous. I hate those. Those groups help some people. I think that some people need those groups, but there's just some people like me who get so enraged that I'm just like, fuck that. Anyway, Tim sent me an email. Let's take a look-see here. I got my keyboard far away from me. Hold on, I gotta actually take a look at what letters I'm typing in. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Punch the keys, for God's sakes. Oh shit, dude. So, my boy Tim Smith just a minute ago says, you gotta see the movie Buzzard. Let's see. 2015. When did this come? Oh, hold on. Give me just a few seconds here. So you got, okay. Gotta wipe down my fucking hands, they're all greasy. Okay, so Tim is saying this is a grift. He says, you gotta see this movie Buzzard from 2014. You're always talking about scammers and grifters. This movie was a blast. It's free right now on Tubi TV. Here's the link. Garza movie review Buzzard 20. Oh, okay. Let's see. How long is this movie? Okay, an hour and 37 minutes. Okay. It's on Tubi, huh? So wait, is Tubi... I don't know much about Tubi. Hold on. I don't even know if I have an account. I probably can, though. I'm going to log in with Google. No! I got to log in properly. Give me a second, guys. I'm logging into Tubi. Now, I think Tubi is pretty much free shit, if I remember right. I think the only thing that you got to deal with is, like, ads and shit, which I am totally fine with, by the way. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't even really watch a lot of movies, if we're going to be quite honest with everybody here. But yeah, Buzzard came out like 2015 or 2014 or something. And, yeah, there's a lot of movies on here. I got to start, damn, dude, I got to start, oh, dude, they even have, like, the news. Oh, ABC News. That's a grift. I'm doing a Tubi review right now. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Let's see. Yager said, Mike, you are what they call a normal gambler. You can have control. 3% of men and women who gamble lose control. Got ya. And, you know, I'm lucky. There's something about, maybe there is something about the way that I'm wired that gives me this ability, right? This ability not to go out of hand, to try to, because I play to win, I think is the thing, no matter what I do. So if I'm in a game where I'm consistently losing, I don't want to play unless I find a way to win. And then I have to determine that there's a real path to victory. It's a weird thing for me, man. I've got a weird mind. But yeah, I might be one of those weirdos. But Tim Smith says you don't need an account to watch on Tubi, but it might play a commercial every 20 minutes or so. Oh yeah, I still signed up anyway. I like signing up for these things just because maybe I'll get like less commercials or something if I'm signed up, you know, that sort of thing. And it might even recommend good things for me. Tim Smith also says Buzzard has all your favorite things. Frozen pizzas, check cashing scams, Nintendo Power Gloves. Oh my god. I wonder if it's starring Gary Vaynerchuk. Let's see here. Yager's Farm says, I have control because I know what I can and can't do when it comes to gambling. My stats are from some old fuckers from 40 years ago said was compulsive gamblers. Huh. But yeah, man, I'm glad you got full control over that shit, brother. That matters, man. That matters. It's a good thing. You got this, pimp. You got this, pimp. I got you. But yeah, and like I said, I'm, you know, maybe I was never super dependent on alcohol more than, you know, it's possible that I realized that I was never super dependent on alcohol to begin with. I've considered that too. But yeah, alcohol was probably my biggest thing. I will admit, quitting smoking was probably the toughest thing ever. I don't know, like one day I just quit. Like I tried a lot of stuff, and it's tough to pinpoint what helped me ultimately quit. I think it's because I had a lot of neural imprints in my mind that basically said it is bad for me, and just like that I'm a terror. I abused myself when I smoked cigarettes. I was awful to myself. I would poke my fingers with a little safety pin every time I took a drag of a cigarette. I would berate myself. I would call myself all sorts of names. And the reason I did this, and it worked, I think it did, because if you leave a negative neural imprint in your mind about something, your brain will avoid it. I will smoke a cigarette on occasion, but it is so rare for you to see me smoke a cigarette. And it's very specific, by the way. I will only smoke American spirits because it's pure tobacco. But after that, I will have only one cigarette, and that'll probably be my only cigarette for like the next 7 or 8 months. And it's usually if a friend of mine comes over, like my buddy Eagle, who has American spirits, like a champ. And some, I don't partake. I usually refuse him most of the time on his cigarettes, but there will be an occasion where maybe I want to celebrate a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have a beer and I'm going to have a cigarette. Boom. I don't recommend it very often, though. But in fact, I don't really even like smoking anymore. I just don't. I don't even do it. I do avoid it for the most part. Let's see. Sam says, Michael, I like your toupee. Thank you, brother. It's a nice toupee. It's pretty fake, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yager's Farm says, I don't like recovery programs really either. However, I'm still a trustee of Oklahoma. I stopped attending Gamblers Anonymous 5 years ago. They fudged with my head too much. I stopped on my own pretty well much. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it only took me like 3 days to get out of Alcoholics Anonymous. So I was like, oh my God. I'm pretty sure I was like only in there I visited a total of 3 times. And I was like, I tried to give it, it's funny. I actually did try to give Alcoholics Anonymous a chance. I was like, maybe they'll have better messaging. Maybe they'll eventually tell me that maybe I'm not a victim or something. And it just didn't seem like it was working. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this. But that's all, man. It's all she wrote. Now they got some good movies on here, though. They got Matthew McConaughey movies. They got Twilight on here. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, they got Spawn. Oh, Limitless, dude. Fuck yeah. And then they got, I'm a Twihard, dude. I love Twilight. Give me some Twilight, bro. My brony brothers, dude. Me and the bronies, we're all hanging out together. Let's see. Yager says, I haven't smoked cigarettes in over 8 years. Not my thing. Alcohol is over 27 years. Not a thing. Sex, I fall off the wagon all the time. Hey, nothing wrong with sex, man. No, nothing, in my opinion, nothing wrong with sex at all. I say sex is a good thing, bro. Jack's Cab Confession says, Mike, it's been real. It's been fun, but not real fun. Love you, buddy. Talk to you later. Thank you, partner. I appreciate it. I always enjoy a good Jack's Cab debate. I always enjoy debating my man. Let's see. Tim Smith says, we need a Garza Buzzard review. I do kind of... Tim is really like... I'm going to remind myself by writing it down. First off, I gotta watch the movie first. Watch buzzard and do a review. Okay. All right. At least I got it noted down. That's a good thing. Hell yeah. Let's see here. Yager says Yager says I'm fat, not dead. Hell yeah, dude. Get it, boy. Use a beast, dude. Use a beast. I love it. Oh man. One moment, folks. One moment. Sorry, folks. Sorry, I get so distracted in sometimes messaging. Realized I hadn't really messaged my girlfriend much, so I was like, oh, poor baby. Oh. She's watching me right now. See, I'm watching you text me. Hello. So cute. Let's see. Now I'm nervous. I'm like, oh, she's watching me text. Okay. Well, let's see here. What do I want to text? All right, so I'm going to wait on a response real quick. But yeah, overall, so I know that I've kind of diverted after 30 minutes of this video. I diverted to all sorts of other things. I get so caught up in talking to you guys in the chat, or talking at you. I probably talk at you guys more than anything, but let's see here. Yager says, I don't think my guts could handle a Diddy party, just saying. Dude, I don't know, man. The Didster, dude. You know, as my boy Justin Bieber said, never say never. On second thought, he probably should have. He should have said, nope, never fucking never. I'm never doing this. Never going to a Diddy party. And now, you know what's sad is I never can. Unless they find that Diddy's innocent. But if they find that Diddy's innocent, I might be able to go to a Diddy party. I don't know. Would I be the winner of a freak-off is the question we all must ask. Can I win a freak-off? How much baby oil would Daddy need to make this all work? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Drink the baby oil. No, don't drink the baby oil. Hug the baby oil. Care for the baby oil. Sometimes the baby oil is all you got. No, I'm just kidding. But let's see here. Yager says, people like them chubbies. Hey, man. Yeah, Yager says 4 bottles. All right. Get it, dude. Oh, my God. What a beast. Yeah, this pizza. I could end up being like the Dave Portnoy of frozen pizza reviews, though, is what I'm thinking. Because I love pizza, and I'm willing to try just about every single brand on the Walmart shelves. Seriously. I'm willing to put my mouth on all the pizzas. Might even cook it right there at Walmart. But, yeah, no, it's cool, though. Cool. I am, Yager says, I'm just busting your chops. Oh, my God. Thank you, Yagers. I appreciate it, partner. Oh, man. But, yep, so I'm gonna get off the live stream here in a little bit, but to conclude, this Super Bowl right here, it's gonna be rigged. Now, there is a way for the Eagles to still win the Super Bowl, though. They just have to play a lot better than the Chiefs, and they are, by all means. I've looked at this Eagles roster. They are a more complete team than the Chiefs. And here's what I think. That they could run it. The Eagles could run it down the Chiefs' throat. I think they can. First off, Saquon Barkley is an incredible running back. Also, the Eagles have one of the best offensive lines I've seen in a long time. Let's see. Yager says, I'm going to bed. Chunky gambles. Hell yeah, dude. So good. It's the best. But yeah, I'm angry, and I think a lot of fans are angry. A lot of fans are accusing the NFL of being the WWE, and I am doing the exact same thing as you fans. In fact, I agree with a lot of you guys. Look, obviously, the NFL wants the narrative of the three-peat for the Chiefs. However, a lot of people we don't mind the Chiefs three-peating. I just want that very clear. We're tired of seeing these bad calls affecting the games so egregiously. When Josh Allen was on 4th and 1 and the ball clearly hit the plane to make it a first down, we noticed. The NFL, I believe, actually just admitted that a lot of those calls affected the game. So, not a fan of what was happening. There were a lot of bad no calls. The Chiefs were also holding quite a bit, but as you see, the refs didn't see it. It's interesting. We're tired of the NFL being the WWE, is what it really boils down to. It's frustrating to us as fans. You know, I watch the WWE because I know it's fake. And I like a little bit of fakery from time to time. But when I'm watching the NFL, I want authenticity. Authenticity. I want a real game. I want refs who are really trying to call the game as accurately as they can. That's all I ask. That's all I want. And for that, I'm taking a bite. One moment, folks. One moment. Had to send a quick text to my lady. But yeah, overall, look, I want to see People are probably saying, no, you're just saying this because you don't like the Chiefs. Actually, I'm okay with the Chiefs. I really am, for the most part. What I'm not okay with is the fact that they are the only team in history to have like 16 straight wins that are determined by one possession or less. That's insane. In a lot of those games, by the way, the refs were giving the Chiefs some calls. There's proof. There's proof everywhere. And it's funny, when I watched that game, first off, that one catch that they said was a catch by Xavier Worthy that hit the ground, both opposing players Xavier Worthy had his hand on the ball, and he's on Kansas City. I can't remember who the other corner was, but then the Bills corner also had his hand. No player really had true possession of the ball. And as they were going down, the ball hit the ground. Even though it was still in his hand, it was in both of their hands. So the point I'm trying to make is that should not have been a catch. That actually should have been an incomplete. There were a lot of bad calls. They gave Kansas City a huge advantage in that game. And you don't realize it, but those bad calls really affected the game to the point where NFL fans all around are critiquing and wondering, how legit is this league? And I don't think the NFL's gonna. I think if the Chiefs win, people will question it. People already questioned this win against the Bills. Nobody's really celebrating. Everybody's just saying the same shit that I am. What the fuck did I just watch? What? Like I said, if I want to watch the WWE, which I don't mind watching it, I enjoy a little bit of WWE action for sure. I'll watch the WWE, brother. But I'm not going to fucking watch the NFL try to become the WWE. The NFL was not meant to become the WWE. It was meant to be a real league, sports league. And there's nothing entertaining in this instance about the refs controlling every aspect of the game and really manipulating the game in the Chiefs' favor. So I'm mad about it. I'm pissed. I'm frustrated. As I should be. As you all should be. If you would have watched that game. I didn't watch the highlights. I watched the full fucking game, by the way. The full fucking game. So, just want that to be very, very clear. Anyway, hopefully the Eagles, too big to rig is all I'm going to say. Hopefully the Eagles come out swinging and get a lot of points early. And hopefully they could stave off the ref show. Because this has now become the game of the Eagles versus the Chiefs and the refs. It's the Eagles versus the Chiefs and the refs. Just saying. Because of how egregious these calls have been, I hope Kansas City loses in a blowout. I hope Kansas City gets so fucking blown out in this game. And you know what? Go Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby. I want to see Philly win, dude. I have never rooted this hard against the Chiefs until now. Screw the Chiefs. Royally. Anyway. Tim Smith says, too big to rig was my stripper name. That's fucking hilarious, dude. I love it. Too big to rig, baby. Woo! It's too sexy. Sexy. All right, you guys, I am a little bit tired. I'm going to eat the rest of this pizza. Boom. I'll lather myself up in baby oil. That's my usual routine, even though this thing is still full. It's what I do. It's what I do. But I will catch you all later. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this. And, one more thing. Let's see what Tim Smith says. Tim Smith says Roseanne looked too big to rig in that Tom McDonald video. It's pretty funny. All right. Catch you all later. I'll give you guys kisses. Mwah. Mwah. Ooh. Ooh. But let's pray for a good Super Bowl. I don't know if praying will work, but please, may the football gods be with the Eagles. And if karma exists, then for the love of God, let Kansas City lose. Thank you, guys. Anyway, I'm out. NFL's rigged. NFL's the WWE. J Hook says, love and respect. Thank you, J.